ਗੈਸ ਦੇ ਰੇਟ ਵਿੱਚ ਜੋ ਇਸ ਸਮੇਂ ਵੱਡੇ ਪੱਧਰ ਉੱਤੇ ਵਾਧਾ ਹੋਇਆ, ਇਸ ਦੌਰਾਨ ਅਲਬਰਟਾ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਨੇ ਉੱਥੋਂ ਦੇ ਵਸਨੀਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਰਾਹਤ ਦੇਣ ਲਈ ਇੱਕ ਖਾਸ ਐਲਾਨ ਕੀਤਾ। ਅਲਬਰਟਾ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਹੁਣ ਗੈਸ ਉੱਤੇ ਸੂਬਾ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਲਗਾਏ ਜਾਣ ਵਾਲੇ ਟੈਕਸ ਉੱਤੇ ਛੋਟ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਜਾਵੇਗੀ, ਯਾਨੀ ਕਿ 13 ਸੈਂਟ ਪ੍ਰਤੀ ਲੀਟਰ ਦੇ ਹਿਸਾਬ ਨਾਲ ਰੇਟ ਘੱਟ ਹੋਵੇਗਾ। ਨਾ ਸਿਰਫ ਇਹ, ਸਗੋਂ 1 ਅਪ੍ਰੈਲ ਤੋਂ ਅਲਬਰਟਾ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਿਜਲੀ ਦੇ ਬਿੱਲ ਉੱਤੇ ਵੀ $150 ਤੱਕ ਦੀ ਰੀਬੇਟ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਜਾਵੇਗੀ।
So right now, at a time when everything is getting more expensive, in part because of the pressures of Ottawa's deficit spending, Ottawa is adding to that pain by directly increasing how much it costs to take your kids to school or to hockey practice and how much it costs to drive to work. And let's be clear, these costs will drive up the price of groceries and further as it costs more and more to get delivery trucks from warehouses to stores. So here we are, after 2 years of having often lived apart, often isolated as a result of the pandemic restrictions, just when life is really starting to get back to normal, and now all of a sudden, people are worried about how they're going to pay to fill up their gas tank and buy their groceries. That is why I am announcing a bold decision that will give real relief to Albertans struggling to keep up with increasing costs. Alberta will end the collection of the provincial fuel tax. This means the price at the pump will drop by 13 cents a litre, putting money back into the pockets of Albertans. This will apply to gasoline and diesel, including marked fuel. This massive tax relief is a response to skyrocketing costs at the pump and is going to provide Albertans with the relief that they need when the cost of everything is going up. As a result, this relief is based on a sliding scale for oil prices. When the price of oil is over $90, that's West Texas Intermediate, per barrel, the fuel tax will be removed completely. When the price of oil is less than $80 per barrel of WTI, the fuel tax of 13 cents per litre will be in full effect. And that protects Alberta's budget. It protects our fiscal health as a province, because as those oil prices go up, so too do revenues to the provincial treasury. So this is a fiscally responsible measure that will only provide this relief if, in fact, the province is generating significantly additional revenues. And that altogether, this helps us to address cost pressures that are making life harder for families. I really don't understand how Justin Trudeau and Rachel Notley can possibly think that now is the right time to add even more costs to day-to-day living with their punishing carbon tax. You know, I want to remind Albertans that as Bill number 1 of this government, we scrapped the NDP carbon tax. The Carbon Tax Repeal Act was passed, which was the single largest tax cut in Alberta history. Unfortunately, just a few months later, Justin Trudeau imposed his punishing carbon tax, punishing people for heating their homes, filling up their gas tanks, and driving to work. And now they want to triple it. And the next installment comes on April the 1st, cheered on by Alberta's NDP. That's just irresponsible. And so the measures that we are announcing today are the way that we can provide the relief that we offered in scrapping the carbon tax in the first place. So for Albertans who are looking at the price of everything going up, from fruit and vegetables to fuel, this is real relief. On top of ending the fuel tax, we'll also provide relief to families and small businesses struggling with the higher cost of electricity. Alberta families who have consumed less than 250 megawatt hours of electricity, and that's the vast majority, that's almost all households, they'll receive a $150 rebate on their electricity bills for this past winter. We'll take action as soon as possible to introduce legislation and get this done. It may take a bit of time for Albertans to actually receive the rebate, as we have to work with over 45 energy providers in the province, but rest assured this relief is coming, and Minister Nally will provide more details in a moment. Albertans told us they needed relief from rising costs. We've heard them loud and clear. And that's why today we are taking this bold action to soften the blow of inflation, especially on the cost of energy.